Hello everyone, my name is Anand Mishra and I'll be portraying Plato for the event of cosplay, and my theme is Plato in India. I chose to portray Plato because of the fact that Plato gave his theories as an answer to the problems that the Athens of then was suffering with, which were bad governance, political factionism, and a faulty scheme of education. If we look closely, we'll find that the Indian society of now cannot perfectly claim to be free from all these evils. Therefore, Plato's ideas are of still great relevance to us. I'll be presenting my views here in three segments. First will be on governance, second will be on education, and third will be on wealth. Now Plato takes over from here. First of all, acting on the Socratic dictum that governance is an art that requires specialization, and a specialization that mandates training. When every other profession requires you to be educated in order to fulfill the demands of that profession, why should governance be made an exception to it? So the fundamental idea here is that governors, in order to be fit to govern, must first learn the art of governance. Secondly, in order to weed out any miscreants entry into the politics, criminals and those of proven misbehavior should be permanently debarred from entry into politics. Now moving on to education, which is the basis of national development and which is the one big thing, to quote myself, the motto of education should be nurture the nature, not the modern idea of one size fits all. When each child is different, the needs of each child are different, how can we expect one common scheme of education to supply the needs of each and every child? The goal of education should be the manifestation of the innate beauty that is within every child. And to quote my master, Socrates, education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling up of a vessel. And in a similar vein, somebody whom you might call the philosopher king from India, Swami Vivekananda, said, education is the manifestation of the perfection that is already in man. So the goal of education should not be simply the provision of a profession, not the provision of bread and butter, but it should be a vocation. It should be the liberating force that allows the manifestation of the creative force that is there within each child. And for this purpose, the excessive formalism that we have in our education, especially in India, it should be dealt with. Examination should not be the sole purpose of education. And again, to quote myself, knowledge that is held under compulsion obtains no hold over my mind, and as such can never contribute to a greater well-being. Now, in order to inculcate discipline into each child, compulsory military education should be there, and also in order to prevent the corrupting influence of vulgar elements, there should be strict censorship on the arts and all forms of media. Now coming on to wealth, the institution of private property shall be permitted, but with slight modifications, as was suggested by my dear disciple Aristotle. So the idea here is that there should be a ceiling, there should be an upper limit on the amount of wealth that a particular individual can hold. Beyond that, any wealth that is hoarded shall be drawn to a common fund that should be used for the betterment of the needier sections of the society. In other words, there should be a prevention of the concentration of wealth into singular hands. And concluding my views, I would like to duly acknowledge that much of the views that I have presented here might seem utopian to you, but hey, I'm Plato. I love utopia. Thank you.